Welcome, dear friends. I'm truly grateful that you've chosen to spend this moment here. With yourself, with your breath, and with this space of reflection. In a world overflowing with noise, expectations, responsibilities, and endless rush, it's rare to pause long enough to listen to what the heart is quietly trying to say. This video, and the words you're about to hear, are not about philosophy for philosophy's sake. They're about you, your peace, your balance, your emotional freedom, your ability to breathe fully and live deeply. Today, we're diving into 10 profound Buddhist lessons that can gently guide you back to yourself. These lessons have helped countless people around the world find clarity, purpose, and calm, not by changing their external circumstances, but by transforming the way they move through their inner world. If you're here, you've already taken the first step toward that transformation. And before we begin, I invite you to support this space by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It's a simple gesture, but it helps this wisdom reach more people who need it, maybe even someone going through a difficult time today. So take a deep breath, settle into your body, release any expectations, and let's begin this journey together. Lesson 1. Accept yourself as you are, the foundation of all inner growth. We spend so much of our lives resisting ourselves. We hide our emotions, judge our thoughts, suppress our needs, and try to fit into roles or expectations that don't always match who we truly are. Buddhism teaches that acceptance is the first step toward freedom, not weakness. To accept yourself doesn't mean giving up or refusing to grow. Acceptance simply means saying, this is where I am right now, and I'm willing to meet myself here. When you stop fighting your own mind, your energy shifts. Where there was tension, there is softness. Where there was pressure, there is understanding. Where there was judgment, there is compassion. This acceptance becomes the fertile ground on which real transformation grows. You stop wasting energy on internal battles and gain space for learning, creativity, expression, and joy. You become more patient with yourself, and naturally, more patient with others too. Remember, you do not need to earn your right to be enough. You already are. Lesson 2. Let go of what you cannot control. Freedom begins where resistance ends. One of the deepest sources of suffering is our desire to control everything. Outcomes, people, timing, emotions, uncertainty. But the truth is that life moves in cycles, seasons, and rhythms that don't always match our preferences. Letting go isn't resignation. It's understanding. By releasing the illusion of control, you create space for trust. Trust in life's timing, trust in your inner guidance, trust that things unfold the way they need to for your growth. Imagine carrying a heavy rope in a tug of war with reality. The harder you pull, the more exhausted you become. The moment you let go, you are free. Ask yourself, is this mine to control? If the answer is no, take a deep breath and release the mental grip. The river doesn't need you to push it. It flows on its own, and you are part of that flow. Lesson 3. Be kind to yourself the way you are. Kind to others turn your inner critic into an inner friend. If you spoke to others the way you sometimes speak to yourself, would you still have friends? Most of us show more compassion to strangers than to our own hearts. But your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. Practice speaking to yourself with warmth and understanding. When you make a mistake, instead of attacking yourself, say, "It's okay, I'm learning, I'm human." Self-kindness strengthens resilience. A soft heart is not a weak heart. It is a heart that stays open even through difficult moments. One small practice. Every time you catch yourself judging yourself, pause and say, I deserve the same kindness I give to others. Your inner world will begin to shift. Lesson 4. Practice daily gratitude. Train your mind to see the beauty already around you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional habits you can cultivate. It gently pulls your attention away from what is missing and back toward what is present. In Buddhism, gratitude is a reminder of our connection to life, that we exist through a beautiful web of support. Start with the simplest things: your breath, light on your skin, warmth, the ability to hear, think, move, or simply be. When you regularly acknowledge what is good, your mind becomes more open, more hopeful, and more aware of subtle beauty. Gratitude doesn't erase difficulties, but it gives you the strength to move through them without losing sight of the light. Gratitude softens the heart. It deepens your sense of belonging in the world. It brings warmth into everyday life. Lesson 5. Spend time in silence or meditation. Quiet your mind to hear what your soul has been whispering. Meditation is not about emptying your mind or achieving a mystical state. It's about learning to observe rather than react. Even a few minutes of quiet can bring clarity and emotional balance. You can meditate by focusing on your breath, listening to ambient sounds, walking slowly without your phone, sitting in stillness before sleep, simply noticing the present moment. Silence isn't an absence, it's a presence. A presence of awareness, peace, and deep connection with yourself. The more you practice moments of stillness, the more grounded you become in daily life. Stress feels lighter, reactions feel slower, awareness feels sharper. A quiet mind sees truth clearly. Lesson 6. Release labels and roles. You are more than any image you hold of yourself. We all carry roles: parent, partner, student, leader, worker. We also carry labels: strong, weak, successful, struggling. These roles help us navigate life, but they can also become boxes that limit our growth. Buddhism invites you to recognize that you are not your roles. You are the awareness behind them. You are the observer, not the costume. The roles may change, but the deeper you remains constant. When you release rigid identities, you experience freedom. You realize, I can change, I can evolve, I am not trapped by who I was yesterday. This opens up creativity, new possibilities, and emotional flexibility. You become more adaptable, compassionate, and alive. Lesson 7. Do good without expectations. True generosity comes from the heart, not the ego. Kindness is powerful, but only when it is free from conditions. When you help others without hoping for praise, validation, or reward, you connect to a deeper part of yourself. This kind of goodness expands your heart. It brings inner joy because it aligns you with your true nature. Acts of kindness can be small: a smile, a supportive message, a moment of listening, giving without announcing, helping without telling anyone. The universe always returns the energy you give, but not always in the way you expect. The real reward is who you become in the process. Lesson 8. Release the fear of mistakes. Mistakes are the stepping stones of wisdom. Most people fear mistakes because they associate them with shame, judgment, or punishment. Patterns often rooted in childhood. But Buddhist wisdom teaches that mistakes are essential for understanding. Every mistake reveals something: a lesson, a direction, a truth, a new possibility. When you stop fearing mistakes, you open the door to growth. You become more courageous, more curious, more alive. Ask yourself, what do I do? What is this mistake trying to teach me? Growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from authenticity. A person who never risks is a person who never grows. Give yourself permission to try, to fail, to learn, to be human. Lesson 9. See everything through the lens of interconnectedness. Nothing exists in isolation, not even your inner world. One of the most beautiful teachings in Buddhism is the understanding that everything is connected. Every thought, word, action, or emotion creates ripples in the world around us. This means you are never as alone as you feel. You are part of a vast living tapestry. When you begin to see interconnectedness, compassion becomes natural, judgment softens, loneliness fades, actions become more mindful, fear transforms into understanding. Seeing the world through this lens cultivates love. Not romantic love, but universal love. It reminds you that your presence matters, your actions matter, your energy matters. You are a meaningful part of the whole. Lesson 10. Remain open to wonder and possibility. Life becomes magical when the heart stays open. Openness is one of the most transformative spiritual qualities. When you stay open, open-hearted, open-minded, open-spirited, you allow life to guide you. You become receptive to signs, synchronicities, new opportunities, and moments of unexpected beauty. An open heart trusts that life has a rhythm, that not everything needs to be forced, that sometimes the best things come softly, quietly, without rushing. Staying open allows miracles, big or small, to enter your life naturally. Conclusion. Your journey begins now. You've just walked through 10 powerful lessons, 10 pathways to inner peace, deeper presence, and lasting emotional freedom. The fact that you stayed until the end shows that you're ready for real transformation. You've already taken the first step, awareness. The next step is practice. Gentle, daily practice. You don't need to apply all 10 lessons at once. Choose one or two that resonate with you the most and revisit them throughout your day. Over time, they will become habits, and these habits will slowly, softly reshape your entire inner world. Remember, happiness is not somewhere in the future. It's in this breath. Peace is not found outside. It grows from within. You don't have to be perfect. You only need to be present. If these words touched your heart, I invite you to support this journey. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite lesson in the comments. Your interaction helps spread this wisdom to others searching for peace. Thank you for spending this time here. May calmness walk with you, may light fill your path, and may you always remember, you are enough, exactly as you are.